The 29th of February, we are concluding the Love Month today, and I'm not alone. I'm with my colleague here,
Jacqueline Saidi.
How are you doing, by the way?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also fine. I'm actually enjoying the weather.
It is very nice.
It is very nice. Very friendly.
The only bad thing about it are the roads. Here in Luntha, oh my God. Oh my God.
OMG. And I'm
so
bad.
bad.
Yeah, we'll take you through some of the stories appearing in the Nation newspaper, and she has the Daily Times. You're going first, or what?
Yes. To begin with, the Daily Times on the front page, NCP NEC endorses Jabira for 2025. Two sub-headlines for this story. Convention set for August, and we're geared up for 2025. This is according to Mkaka. Part of the story, governing Malawi Congress Party National Executive Committee NEC yesterday endorsed President Lazarus Chakwera as the party's presidential candidate in the September 16th, 2025 presidential election. Chakwera, who is the party's leader, attended and chaired the NEC meeting at NCB headquarters in Malawi.
Alright, on the front page of the Nation newspaper, MEC faces 9 billion kwacha budget deficit, and it also has two sub-headlines. Needs 68.8 billion kwacha to undertake election activities. Another one says devaluation has escalated commodity prices. Partly, the story reads, the Malawi Electoral Commission MEC has lobbied the Parliament to increase its elections preparatory budget in the proposed 2024-2025 national budget from the 59.7 billion kwacha to 68.8 billion kwacha, effectively undertake its assignment. And I understand that we also have the by-elections coming in next month. So maybe, just maybe, a lot of things need to be revised.
Yeah, but personally, I feel like that is on a personal. Yes, on a personal view. Not that I know anything about it, but I feel like when it comes to issues of financing and funding, NEC is on top of the list that is always calling for financial assistance. Anyways, moving forward, SEB suffers funding blow. Part of the story, financial support to the Anti-Corruption Bureau may have been increased in this year's budget allocation, but it remains insufficient when compared to the Bureau's budget. According to estimates contained in the budget statement, which Finance Minister Simplex Banda presented to Parliament on Friday last week, the Bureau has been allocated 8,691 million kwacha, falling short of the requested 10.8 billion kwacha. This means it is facing a deficit of 20%. A development SCB Director Mathachi Zuma bemoaned yesterday.
I think they were at Parliament yesterday meeting the Legal Affairs Committee. They know that the Parliament has gone in two clusters. So SCB actually made Parliamentary Committee on Legal Affairs and PAG, that's the Joyce Hitsolo's committee. They are indeed lobbying for more funds, saying they are failing to carry out their duties because of lack of funds. So I don't know, maybe that can also be a way of dodging some of the cases, because if we look at the pace which our cases take in the country, it takes time for them to conclude. So maybe
Justice is always delayed.
Yeah. On a sad note, floods hit Nkota, Kalonga, displays thousands. 5 people have sustained injuries in the wake of floods that have caused extensive damage in Nkota and Kalonga districts, where thousands of people have been rendered homeless. In Nkota, 500 households are displaced, especially around Luangwa area, while in Kalonga, 619 households have been affected following flash floods caused by incessant rains since last weekend. I'm also told that almost half of Luangwa has been affected. Even the main trading center flooded with water.
That is very sad.
That's sad. We're looking of maybe some of the businesses carried out at the trading center. Maybe some of them it was a loan. How are they going to pay back? And maybe that's how they find money to feed their families and children.
Of course.
So that's sad as well.
It is very sad. But I think when it comes to natural disasters, but we can't really say because we're like, no, and stuff, whatever. But I think Banuba, it's actually about climate change, and we need to start working towards that. Because I think it has gone AWOL. This is very bad.
Yes, and we are still not recovering from the previous
Cyclone
Freddy.
Yes.
Some people are still...
Yes, Cyclone Freddy. Yes.
There was Gombe, there
was Anna.
But we haven't recovered fully as a country.
Yeah.
Even though we have noticed that the Episcopal Conference of Malawi has received some grants in channeling into that. The church, the Catholic Church.
Anyways, moving on to the business. Right.
Budget threads under spotlight, and there is a subtitle: Industry captains, experts call for realistic assumptions. Optimistic assumptions on macroeconomic fundamentals and rising allocations to interest payments on public debt have the potential to derail the implementation of the 2024-2025 national budget. The fiscal plan, Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs Simplex Chulabanda presented in Parliament in London on Friday, assumes gross domestic product (GDP) will grow by 3.6%, inflation to moderate to 23.4%, and the policy rate, currently at 26%, to go on a downward trajectory.
All right, Malawi moves to legalize local cannabis. This is very interesting.
Okay.
One of the businesses that I intend to
venture into.
Yes. Lilongwe South Legislator Peter Dimba is expected to table a motion and subsequently 2 private members' bills that will pave the way for regulated cultivation, production, possession, distribution and use of the local variety of cannabis, sativa, locally known as jamba. This is according to a notice of motion that was seen by the Times. The jamba is, according to experts, expected to rake in about $700 million per year once legalized. Who doesn't want a piece of that?
Moving on to world news, Zambia police arrest varsity students over homosexuality. Police in Zambia have arrested 2 male university students for allegedly engaging in sexual activity in a toilet. The BBC reported that after the arrest, police ordered that the 2 undergo invasive medical checkups. I don't want to comment.
I don't want to comment either. Hamas raises stakes in Gaza choose talks. Hamas urged Palestinians yesterday to march to Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque at the start of Ramadan next month, raising the stakes in negotiations for a truce in Gaza, which United States President Joe Biden hopes will be in place by then. The call by Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh followed comments by Biden, broadcast on Tuesday, that there was an agreement in principle for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas during Ramadan, while hostages held by the militants are released.
Alright, I think we can proceed to arts and culture. 6 suspects arrested for rapper aka killing. 6 suspects have been arrested in connection with the murders of well-known South African rapper Kenan Forbes, popularly known as aka, and his close friend, celebrity chef and entrepreneur Tebelo Tips Motsoani. The two were gunned down outside a restaurant in Durban a year ago.
Very sad.
Very sad.
But I think it's kudos to the police in South Africa for that. I think the families of Antoine, they deserve peace.
And you should have seen Nadia. I understand that that particular time aka was dating Nadia Nakari.
Yes.
The way she reacted to this. And it's a good thing. This is what happens. Okay, so aka has a child with a DJ, the female DJ, Zinkley. They have Kylo, but they didn't go further in the relationship, and then aka was dating Nadia Nakari. But when all this happened, they stayed together as a family. AK's mom, Nadia, Kylo, the daughter, even DJ Zinkley. Something which can't happen here in Malawi.
It can happen. It might happen. Yeah, I think it's a very, very good thing that they stick together in these sad times, because it's too sad for them. And
it is.
I believe justice is going to be served.
It should be.
Yes. Anyways, Germany-based hip-hop artist JMC Skyd has challenged musicians in the country to use their music to spread positive social and political messages. Music is very strong and has direct impact on a lot of people's lives. If used wrongly, we can mislead the whole generation. That is true. The rapper, who is actively involved in social causes, owns an aid organization called Shorten the Distance, which aims at improving the living conditions of children and young people in Malawi.
Alright, I think I'll take more before we move to the back page. Mafia King drops Miss You Bad. Blossoming musician Mafia King, real name Joshua Kalibi, has not hidden his passion for dancehall music. His latest single, Miss You Bad, is a demonstration of the faith that he places in the journal.
Moving on to the back page, Way to Go is the headline, and this is not the mini headline, we call it a mini headline here, but subtitle, yes. You see, I forgot these things.
Are you still
My mind is still on a holiday.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. Anyways, the subtitle, Giants welcome farms measures to end violence and hooliganism. Wow. Local football giants have welcomed Football Association of Malawi's plan to set up a safety and security body aimed at ending hooliganism and violence. Farm President Fredwood Haya reviewed the plan during the 2023 Zamalolo Airtel Top 8 prize presentation ceremony at Mount Sochi Hotel in Luntha on Tuesday. Issues to do with violence and hooliganism in all competitions. This is very good.
Alright, meet our set for Sulom proposals. Clubs make no nominations. Super League of Malawi, Sulom acting president Colonel Gilbert Mitawa is set for the confirmation as president during Saturday's annual general meeting AGM in Lilongwe, as there are no nominations from the clubs.
Ncheu Stadium completion delays worry stakeholders. Football lovers in Ncheu district have expressed concerns over delays in the completion of Ncheu Stadium. The stadium